Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana. In this video, I am starting a challenge to help me find my art style. I'm going to sort through, I think, 4 art books and show you what I find in there for inspiration. And then I'm going to show you my Pinterest board, which was in the challenge, told me to make a Pinterest board. 30-day Find Your Art Challenge. I looked this up on ChapGPT. I actually had put in how to find your art style, and it suggested I ask it to create a 30-day Find Your Art Style challenge. I do not plan to do this in just 30 days because I have a full-time job, so I can't do that. And I would like to take more time with it as well. But it says, goal, explore influences, techniques, and themes to naturally discover your unique artistic voice. Time commitment, 20 to 60 minutes a day. Adjust as needed. Week 1, observe and absorb Inspiration Week. Identify what you're drawn to and understanding your taste. Day 1, create an inspiration mood board. Collect 10 to 20 artworks you love. Analyze what do they have in common. I am going to start with this humongous book. I hope I can get it in frame. This book my sister gave me. She had taken art classes and gave this to me. Janson's History of Art. She gave it to me because, I'm sure I've said this before, in college, I was advertising and graphic design major with a minor in studio art. It was 2007. I lost everything in a apartment building fire, so my art books I lost in that fire, so that's why she gave me this instead of reselling it like people usually do. This book is huge. I've highlighted, I don't know if I could see this from this angle. I'm going to have to stand up. I apologize. Okay. Now, this one's okay, but this one I really, really like, which I'm sure everyone does. Sandro Botticelli, The Birth of Venus. It was tempera on panel. I have not used that paint myself before. This I love. And I would like to try to paint that detailed and beautiful. But that would take so much time. But it is an inspiration to me. This one here, well, more than one. And I don't know if I say his name correctly. Albrecht Dürer. I may say that wrong. I think, yes. You can see it there, I hope. Albrecht Dürer and the Northern Renaissance. I saw something about, they called him the German Da Vinci. I've been watching some videos also. This is a watercolor. I will try to put up little clips of these on the screen to show you better. That is one of the most detailed watercolors I've ever seen. It's from 1502. And this, he was really known for his etching woodcuts. The detail is just amazing. This one, Adam and Eve. Let me see if there's, yes, this portrait, self-portrait here is one of his masterpieces, if you ask me. It's amazing. This is oil on panel. And this one over here is another, and this one is an engraving. It has tons of detail too. He, from what I saw in videos, is one of the first to really do a lot of this engraving and woodcuts and stuff so that he could reproduce his artwork in a lot more than just like a single painting, like so he could sell prints, which is very smart. This is actually one of his too. It's not one of my favorites, but he's very good with drapery. I'm sorry, this is not a better camera angle. I may have to refilmed this. These are very nice landscapes, which I've always been very intimidated by. This one is Jan Van Goyen oil on panel, but this one stands out to me more. Jacob van Ruisdael bleaching grounds near Haarlem, 1670 oil on canvas. It's mostly sky, but it's just so lovely. And this one, Jacob van Ruisdael again, oil on canvas. It's kind of dark, so I'm not sure how well you can see it. I will try to put in pictures of these so you can see them better. I did a drapery study of this in college with gouache, I remember. Jacques Louis David, The Oath of the Horatii, I think, 1784, oil on canvas. His drapery is just amazing. The soldiers. This is specifically what I did my study on in college. I would have that to show you if I hadn't lost everything in the fire. But here we have Claude Monet. This is oil on canvas as well. I think this is, yes, I think we've moved on to Impressionism here. And this was 1868. And this one is Auguste Renoir. Renoir was one of my favorites. Luncheon of the Boating Party, 1881, oil on canvas. It's just a lot of the little tiny brush strokes, which is amazing. I can't imagine how long these took to do. This one is Edouard Manet, A Bar at the Folies Bergère. I'm sure I said that wrong very badly. Oil on canvas. I've always really liked this one. I don't know. It's detailed enough, but it's not like so precise. You see every little detail, but it's just lovely too. And this one, Mary Cassatt, The Child's Bath, 1891 to 1892, oil on canvas. This one is similar style. I think it's nice as well. Paul Cézanne. He's one of my favorites as well. This was 1885 to 1887, oil on canvas. This one is very loose. I think this is like a landscape style I might try to do, like for practice, because my instinct is to do extreme detail, which is why I have never been good at landscapes, because it's impossible. I mean, I know we can see people can do it, but it seems impossible to me. And this one is a Paul Cézanne as well, still alive, oil on canvas. I do actually have, not of this painting itself, but I have a study I did in watercolor of a Paul Cézanne in college. I have it framed in my kitchen. I will take a picture and show you that. It's not like an exact replica, of course. My framing is off. I didn't get the whole picture in, but it was just in class. But it was one of my favorites that I had done. More of his. This is very loose and sketchy with paint. It almost looks like pastel, but it's oil. And this is, I don't know if I'll say this right. I probably won't. Georges Seurat. A Sunday afternoon on the island of Le Grand Jatte. I don't know. Oil on canvas. This one always stuck with me because it's, what was it? Was it pointillism? It's like done with all these tiny dots. It's so many colors, but yet from a distance, it creates the picture, which I'm sure if we were up close to it, it would look like just camouflage, probably. And this we have Vincent van Gogh, and this is one of his more famous ones, Night Cafe. And the famous one, of course, Starry Night. I think I will try to replicate this as practice, as a study. This one stood out to me. There's something about it. This is Charles Demuth, My Egypt, 1927, oil and graphite on composition board. I like how he's got everything outlined, even like the rays of light, and I don't know what it is exactly. I'm not an abstract fan. This has a little bit of like an abstract to it, but also pretty detailed. Simplified, I think. That one stands out to me. Edward Hopper. That's another of my favorites. This is something I would like also. Edward Hopper. I would like to do a study of one of his as well, because I love paintings of buildings like this, but I have not tried to do them. So it's something I need to try, because they really stand out to me. This is Roy Lichtenstein. I don't know if I said that right. Drowning Girl. This is very different from the others. It's like comic book style. It's pop art. I've watched quite a few videos on his. I have a plan to do some, not studies of his, but something of my own I'll tell you, pictures of Barbie that I want to try painting in this style. I got them from their the Barbie Facebook page. They're just so cool, and I've always loved Barbie. But this was in 1963. I watched a few videos on him. It was pretty controversial, because basically he was stealing ideas, almost exact images from comics, and creating them much larger. He would change things, but they were still very, very similar. In today's times, he would definitely be called a plagiarist, I think. Okay, let me get the next book. This one I bought on clearance for $9.99 for years ago. It was after that apartment fire when I didn't have any. I may have bought it before my sister gave me that one big book we just looked at. Now this painting always stood out to me. It's mostly the clothing, the drapery, and like this mirror in the background, and the detail here is just amazing. Jan Van Eyck. Their faces are kind of freaky looking. So I don't know if these people really look like this, or if they're maybe, not exact resemblance. But this painting has always stood out to me big time. This is a close-up of that mirror, so it's even detailed. This was in 1437. I think I missed a page here. Hold on. Yeah, this stood out to me. It's kind of cartoony. Let's see. It said Achaean, the God of Skelk, Evangelistary Christ in Benediction, 781 to 783. Charlemagne and his wife commissioned this book of selections from the Gospels to commemorate their son's baptism by the Pope in 781. Christ is beardless, as he often was in the early Christian art. Vermeer. I don't know if I said that right. I'm sure everybody knows this painting. The head of a girl. I think a lot of people may call it like something to do with a pearl earring or something, if that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't remember. But I like this. I like this. I don't like this one as much. I mean, it's amazing, but this one stands out to me more. I just wanted to mark the pieces that I really like and get my attention. I think I missed some. Nope, that's the same one. Okay. This we just saw in the other book, but this is a bigger picture of it. I think the other book might be actually a better reproduction color-wise. This, of course, Van Gogh. He's one of my favorites. Have more of his pieces. Some portraits. This one is very similar to Starry Night. Country Road by Night. These are fun. These are Paul Gauguin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I liked his too. Really like this. This was 1888 self-portrait. It doesn't tell us what medium it is. These are all his too. Where was it? Peru. His youth in Peru in France. That's not... Tahiti. That's what I was trying to think of. He did a lot of his work and he visited Tahiti. This is... I hope you can see this. The spirit of the dead watching. That's kind of creepy. I guess that's death. During his first visit to Tahiti, 1891 to 93, Gauguin moved away from the clear-colored, boldly lined art of his earlier Breton stay. Conventional composition and modeling re-emerged, but in a rich, exotic context. And here is some more Cezanne. This is more similar to the one that I did a study of with watercolor, but I don't think that's the exact one. I'm not crazy about this. It's a little too abstract for me. This one I really do like. I have another oil painting I did where I set up my own, it was in college, I set up my own still life, tried to mimic some of the angles and stuff and style. I'll have to show you that one as well. I actually have that painting as well. The ones that I didn't lose in the fire were like at my mom's house or sister's house. This is some more of Edward Hopper. I really do like his. This, like in a cafe. I think this one's a pretty famous one. Nighthawks, 1942. Hopper loved a long, low light, defining structure with firm clarity. In one sense, his compositions and his handling are ruthless. Inside a grid of vertical and horizontal, human life is held in a spotlight or bubble. Outside is desert. This Christina Wyeth, this one. I don't think I could ever paint like that, but I really love that painting. It's beautiful. Christina's World. Wyeth. What's his name? What's the name? I was thinking it was Christina Wyeth was the name. It's Christina's World is the name of the painting. Andrew Wyeth. Sorry about that. Andrew Wyeth is the son of N.C. Wyeth, a distinguished illustrator and painter. I thought there was a relative also. I don't know. That one's just always stuck with me. From 1948. Here we have another Roy Lichtenstein pop art. That's the one I mentioned. I want to do the Barbie kind of paintings in that style. Let me get another book. This one is a little book that's huge that I had bought after that apartment fire. I don't remember when. 1,000 Masterpieces of European Painting. We probably will see some duplicates. Here's another Sandro Botticelli. That one again. That one is very famous. That's his too. Well, that's the close-up of this. These are nice. This Agnolo Bronzino. This 1503. These are oil on panel. And Barthol Bruin. I thought this one was pretty amazing. Very detailed. Her hands are like a photograph. These are also oil on panel. This one's a little bit creepy. Skull in the wall there. Let's see. This is another one of Alprechter's self-portraits. The way he does hair. This one is very nice, but it's not as amazing as the other one. I think it's in the next book. Leonardo da Vinci. I didn't remember this one. This is a close-up of that. It's pretty amazing. Of course. It was, this one's called The Annunciation, 1472 to 1475. Oil and tempera on panel. These are more of his. Of course, The Last Supper, which I really wish could have been preserved better. It doesn't look like it's held the test of time very good. And this one looks a lot like the Mona Lisa in her face. It might be the same model. And there's the Mona Lisa. I guess these are not styles that I necessarily want to try to copy. They're just a big inspiration to me. They're just beautiful. These stood out to me. Luis Melendez. These still lifes, they're almost like a picture. They're amazing. They are oil on canvas. Let's see if I can't get a little bit closer. Michelangelo. Never remember his other name here. Michelangelo Buonarroti. I don't know how to say that. But of course, he's only known as Michelangelo. His work, of course, is amazing. This one, of course. The Creation of Adam is 1510. It's from the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel at the Vatican. The famous scene is the first of the central ceiling panels. Adam's athletic figure unites natural and ideal beauty, but Michelangelo's precise anatomic rendition serves only to demonstrate the perfect harmony in human proportions. These are kind of creepy. That's the Last Judgment. Yeah, that's creepy. I've always liked this one. I remember this one from college. The Family of Philippe IV, oil on canvas. It's Velasquez, or Diego Velasquez is the artist. 1656. So very nice. Very nice. Very nice dark and light. That's more of his. This is a close-up of this right here. This is Paolo Veronese. I don't know if I said that anywhere near. These really stood out to me here. This is just lovely. And that looks like a very nice portrait. Let's see if I can't. These are his too. That's all for that one. I have another big book. I'm not sure I can get it in the frame. My husband got this at Goodwill. It's huge. Okay, this is another Alpractor. This was 1471 oil on panel. This seems more modern to me, but it's from 1622. Carol Fabritius, the Goldfinch, oil on panel. I just really like that. Okay, I don't like that the boob is out, but it's Lucian Freud. I just love this painting. I think the proportion of the dog's face is a little off, but it's almost like a photograph. It's Girl with a White Dog from 1951, oil on canvas. I really like realism. This is another Paul Gauguin from when he went to Tahiti, I believe. 1848, Woman with a Flower, oil on canvas. I just like it. Jean-Baptiste Gouez, 1725, oil on canvas. This one just stood out to me. It's very well done. I like how there's all this dark and then the light on the figure. This is another one that's not really normally something I would like. Juan Gris, 1887. Glasses, newspaper, and bottle of wine. Collage, gouache, watercolor, colored chalks, and charcoal on paper. I don't know. I just like it. It's just cool to me. This one is Franz Hals. I'm probably butchering these names. Portrait of a young man with a skull. It's kind of creepy, but it's just well done. It uses light and dark very well, and the detail is just excellent without being like photographic realism. This was oil on canvas. This is another Edward Hopper. It's pretty cool. I don't know what these people were watching. People in the Sun. I guess they're just sunning. 1960, oil on canvas. Another Roy Lichtenstein. This is actually that same one we saw smaller earlier. This is from 1923. No, in the car, 1963. Magna on canvas. I don't even know what that means. You probably can't tell, but if you look at him up, this is like a comic book grid of dots that he painted. I think he used a stencil. I don't plan to do the dots. When I did the Barbie paintings, I want to do the bold outlines and flat colors, not the dots. I don't have a way. I don't know. That's too much work. It's cool, but it's too much work. This is a Edouard Manet, 1883, oil on canvas. This one makes absolutely no sense to me. Why this woman is sitting here naked and these men are fully clothed. I don't know what the deal is here. This woman's taking a bath back here with her, looks like a gown on. So I don't know. It's very strange, but I like the way it's painted. Oh, this one. This one. Anton Raphael Mings. I have no clue if I said that right. I just think it's a wonderful portrait. 1779, self-portrait, oil on canvas. And Michelangelo. We need to see this up close this time. This is so nice. He's very good with the drapery. 1564, tempera on panel. And this, Alphonse Mucha, 1939. No, wait. It's probably done 1897. Lithograph on paper. What is this called? This, Art Nouveau. Oh my goodness, sorry. It's neat. It's kind of gives me like 60s or 70s for whatever reason. But it's like from 1897. I like it. I think it's fun. Another Pierre Auguste Renoir. This is another one that's always stood out to me. It almost looks like he's done this with pastels, but it says oil on canvas. 1919? Or no? Why does it say that? Maybe this is years that it's been in these museums. 1876. So I've probably said a lot of these dates wrong because it has like, I guess it's a place and a date. Another place and a date. So 1876 is probably when that. So I apologize. I've probably said many of these dates wrong. This one I like. I think it's another one that from a distance it's really lovely. Just like he does all those little brush strokes and not that detailed, but it's I guess romantic. I guess. This George Romney. I just really like this portrait. It's lovely, but just, I don't know. 1781, oil on canvas, Mrs. Mary Robinson Perdita. This one, John Singer Sargent. I really like this. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of Van Gogh, like the grass and wheat and, or whatever that is. But the people are a little bit more, I guess they're really not that detailed, but they kind of look like they are. It's just nice. It's from 1889, oil on canvas. This is kind of cool too. This Juan Sanchez Cotton, 1637, oil on canvas. It's kind of weird, but it's great. I like it also. And this one, Grant Wood. I'm sure everybody's seen this one. 1930, oil on board, American Gothic. It's kind of strange because they look so serious, but it's well done. I really like it. That's all the books I have. There are some more modern, recent, living artists that, like from Instagram and stuff, that I like, that I will share, but probably do that in another video. Not sure yet. I'll get back to you.